Live from downtown Detroit, Local 4 News at 11 starts now.
Students at the University of Michigan stormed the administration building with a message for the school's president. Thanks for joining us. I'm Kimberly Gill.
And I'm Damon Fernandez in for Devin Skillian tonight. Pro-Palestinian protesters made their way to the administration building today with one goal in mind.
That goal was to reach the president's office with a message over the impact they're feeling from the war in Israel. But when Ann Arbor police got in the way, the protesters pushed through. This has been a really fluid situation. Sean Lay is live with an update for us tonight. Sean.
We knew at the 10 o'clock hour that police here, the university telling police to give these protesters that were inside a few warnings and then citations would be written. That's exactly what unfolded here just in the last few minutes. You saw there's so many police cars out here, a huge response with students still protesting and having sit-ins inside the president's office here. Now it is all over. Everyone has dispersed and gone home. This did get off, however, to a violent start.
This is what it looks and sounds like outside and inside the Alexander Ruthven building on the University of Michigan campus late Friday. U of M students breaching what police say were locked doors of what is the university's administration offices. In a violent wave, pro-Palestinian protesters pushed, shoved, grabbed, and pulled their way past security and police in a violent surge to get inside. It was 3:40 Friday afternoon. People were still working in the building. Police tell us in a time where everyone must be on guard for active shooters, some employees seeing a mass of people forcing their way in, and many set off panic alarms.
It's going to be the Ruthven building on the U of M campus. They have over 150 people now inside, panic alarms going off.
The group Jewish Voice for Peace UMich posting to social media showing protesters taking over the rotunda with their sights set on getting inside the office of the university president, and that is exactly what they did.
Clear. It looks like they have taken over the presidential suite.
There we go. U of M police calling for mutual aid, concerned that people would get hurt. Police responding to the building from all over the area. This is personal for Ed Traeger, a Michigan medicine employee who says members of his family in that region have been impacted by the conflict. It was important for him to protest any U of M ties to Israel, and he did see that first violent surge by protesters.
Honestly, I remember asking, or basically saying to one of the police officers, if you just let the students in, it's a peaceful protest. I really don't think anything's going to happen, but they were trying to prevent additional people from getting in.
Back here live again, all over with now. No arrests, but citations handed out to anyone who would not leave the president's office. They were there hoping to get an audience with the school president to encourage her or the school to cut off any ties or investments with Israel due to this conflict there. And again, it's unclear how many citations were given, but now the building is clear and this is all over. We're live in Ann Arbor tonight. Sean Lay, Local 4, back to you.
Okay, Sean, we appreciate it. The drop in temperatures Kim told us about fully underway tonight.
Yeah, a lot of people adding some extra layers tonight. Kim Adams is joining us. You've been keeping an eye on things, Kim?
It is dropping rapidly. These temperatures are, it's crazy. Wait till I show you the 24-hour temperature change. Right now, low 30s in Mount Clemens and Pontiac. It's freezing literally out at the airport. 30 in Monroe. A chilly 24 in Ann Arbor, upper 20s in Jackson. Just 24 hours ago, we had temperatures that were anywhere from 22 degrees warmer to almost 30 degrees warmer than they are right now. So it's 25 degrees colder right now than it was at 11 o'clock last night in Mount Clemens, 26 degrees colder in Pontiac, and 28 degrees colder in Monroe. It's right now 34 degrees colder out in Ann Arbor. We've also had high winds today. Here are some of the peak wind gusts, anywhere from 23 in Pontiac up to 30-mile-per-hour winds in Flint, and 28 was the recorded wind speed out at Metro Airport. Tomorrow we start out cold, but we do get back to normal, which is in the upper 40s. But I have a preview of Thanksgiving that especially if you're going to travel, you definitely want to stick around and see that coming up.
Well, another local labor dispute seems to be ending. This time, it's Detroit's casino workers. The bargaining council says it's reached a tentative deal with MGM, the Motor City Casino, and the Hollywood Casino at Greektown after 32 days on strike. They say the new deal brings the highest wage increase ever for 3,700 workers. Negotiators say employees will be getting a $3 an hour raise off the top. A ratification vote is scheduled for this Sunday, November 19th. Well, meantime, Stellantis workers have become the second of the big three to ratify a new labor contract following a historically contentious round of bargaining between the union and the company. According to the UAW's vote tracker, the deal is supported by 68.4% of the more than 26,000 auto workers who voted. There are still a few smaller facilities left to finalize voting, but there aren't enough employees at those locations to offset the vote margin. And just before 2 p.m., Ford workers reportedly became the last of the Detroit automakers to ratify their pact. The Ford deal was supported by roughly 68.2% of the nearly 35,000 workers who voted, according to the UAW's vote tracker. Well, there was a big old party in Campus Martius tonight.
Let's take a live look from one of our sky cams downtown. There it is, the city's Christmas tree, absolutely gorgeous. The annual lighting of the tree drew big crowds tonight. Our Mara McDonald is live. Mara, I don't mean to be rude if I sound rude when I say this, but you've seen a few Christmas trees in your day. I don't mean that in a negative way. You've just covered it for a long time. 10 o'clock, you said it might be the prettiest Detroit has ever had. Don't take it the wrong way, but I thought that was very nice what you said.
Kimberly, absolutely not taking it the wrong way. And I want to show everybody, no matter where you go in and around Campus Martius, it is absolutely spectacularly illuminated. You come out of this tunnel, for example, take a look. You see the Salvation Army red kettle, and truly, Kimberly, what I think is the most beautiful tree we've ever had. Sometimes timing, well, it's a tad off. 3, 2, 1. But even a few seconds late, the sparkle of Christmas and all things holiday lit up downtown.
It's fabulous. Detroit does a wonderful job. It's just been so much fun.
It really is.
I love the tree and all the people and everybody is getting together and we just all having a good time.
The tree may be the central attraction, but there are all the games on the midway and families galore because Mom told them
that we were going to get hot chocolate and it was going to be s'mores and stuff and like games, hockey.
It was all that and more.
All the different activities just looked amazing and so much like for fun, like family fun, like for all ages, which is great and hard to find.
There was shopping and singing and a whole fleet of food trucks.
I like how festive it is, and I think that's good that everyone can come together for a night, be a whole community. There's families, everyone joins together, we're brought together by food, by fun.
The college kids, while scheming about what to do later, were still so happy to be hanging out with one of their moms. Now, this squad was telling me that they've got plans tonight.
Oh, okay. We do have plans. I don't know anything about those plans.
She doesn't even
I don't feel like I
about
should
those
know
plans.
anything about those plans.
Back here live, in case anybody needs any extra enticement to come down here, I will let you know there is indeed a waffle cabin that looks spectacular. But we are in like a roped off area, so you're going to have a really good view of this tree, like a clear one. Take a look. That is a grown in Michigan tree, and we're talking about a 64-foot Norway spruce. I tell you, the squad that does Campus Martius every year up, they really have outdone themselves this year. We are live in Campus Martius tonight. I'm Mara McDonald, Local 4.
It really is gorgeous. Mara, we appreciate it so much.
Sure is. Well, that wasn't the only thing happening downtown. Tonight in downtown Detroit, the world premiere of the new documentary about Lions great and NFL Hall of Famer Barry Sanders.
For those who may not know, Barry retired suddenly in 1999, right before training camp, leaving the Lions organization and the fans in shock. The documentary Bye Bye Barry explores Barry's NFL journey and his decision to walk away when he did. The Lions season ticket holders got a chance to see the film tonight at the Fox Theater ahead of its streaming debut. Barry walked the red carpet along with some past and present Lions players.
The subtitle for the film says that you're the greatest mystery in the history of sports. What do you think of that title? What do you think about that?
I think there's some fans that would agree with that. I think I often get asked the question just about my career, why I left. I think the film I think it'll answer those questions. So I think that's an appropriate title.
I think it's super cool this year that he's been around so much, the statue, and seeing him on the sidelines pretty often for games, and he's always so good to me and so good to our team, and it's fun to have such a great player who's done such great things around as much as he is.
And Barry said tonight was his first time getting to see the full documentary. Bye Bye Barry debuts on Amazon Prime Video next Tuesday.